Welcome back, everyone. Today I want to count down the top 10 best songs of 2023. Last week we counted down the top 10 worst songs, and if you haven't watched that video, please check it out. I can safely say that 2023 was an odd year for hit music, as the good stuff wasn't that transcendent. As a matter of fact, making the best and worst lists were challenging. But if you don't know, the same rules apply for the worst countdown. It had to be released in either late November 2022 through 2023, and you must appear within the top 50 of the Billboard Hot 100, regardless if you make the year-end list or not. Nothing more, nothing less. Which means album cuts are included. Also, I'm going to do something a little different. Since majority of all these best lists I've seen for 2023 is going to be flooded with Taylor Swift and my contentious opinions on her being overexposed in 2023, I decided to make a top 10 with her songs only, and it goes as follows. Here are the top 10 best songs, Taylor's version. Coming in at number 10, we have Hits Different. At number 9, Enchanted, Taylor's version. At number 8, All the Girls You Loved Before. At number 7, Would've, Could've, Should've. The overplayed song that became a hit in the fall, Cruel Summer. Coming in at number 5, the song that should've got nominated for a Grammy but didn't, Snow on the Beach, with or without Lana Del Rey. Number 4, the song that should have been selected as a single over Karma, in Maroon. Number 3, the best song on Speak Now, Taylor's version, Back to December. Number 2, my favorite song from Midnights, even though I didn't listen to the album, Lavender Haze. And number 1, Antihero. Yes, the song did grow on me. So without further ado, here are the top 10 best songs of 2023. Before we begin, if you want to see music bios or more good videos like this, hit the subscribe button. And without further ado, on to our feature presentation. Number 10. We're going to kick off this list with a song that deserved better than what it got.
I don't wanna feel how I did last night.
I don't know why I feel like this song got caught in between years when it clearly made the year-end list. Many just forget about this song as it was solid in the beginning of the year. The award shows chose to neglect this when they clearly shouldn't. Anyway, this song talks about substance abuse, and it's the second year in a row I included a song with that particular subject matter. The production's wild, but not as wild that it will annoy me, and given that this was a weird year for music, I'll take what I can get. Number 9. When a rap song is so good that your own father loves it, I guess I could put this on my list.
All my life.
But unfortunately, this comes with the cost of praising Dr. Luke with his production. For Dirk, he reflects on how he once was called a menace, to now he is sitting with local politicians and now trying to better himself. But this song is mostly on here for J. Cole's verse. He now has a new goal. He once dissed the new generations of rappers, and now he wants to see those rappers grow old. He's tired of us looking up rappers' death and then flooding their catalog, and unfortunately that's how I found out about Pop Smoke. Normally, children courses don't work for me, but a song like this, I could give it a pass. But all in all, hip-hop had its many flaws in 2023. This one was a bright spot in the genre. Number 8. In 2023, we saw a rise of regional Mexican music, and while that genre has been hit or miss for me, this one was a hit. The sound of this song is very polished compared to other regional Mexican songs I heard. Kudos to Grupo Frontera on their part. As for the content when translated, it's a relationship song where Grupo only has 1% left and willing to use that 1% to get their exes back. For Bad Bunny, at least he acknowledged that his ex is doing well, but he still has feelings for her. And I know the regional Mexican music is not for me, but this song was very good. I'll take it. Number 7. Now for a curveball. If you thought the previous song was the weirdest entry on this list, you ain't seen nothing yet. I ain't proud of all the punches that I've thrown. In 2023, we witnessed the rise of Noah Kahan, a folk singer who has been releasing music since 2017 and is now nominated and perhaps favored to win Best New Artist at the Grammys. Let me say I don't care about the production. It's a folk song that's way out of my territory, so in order for this to work, I have to fall in love with the content. And this song talks about self-destructive habits, so Kahan decides to dial his ex while drunk. And for Post Malone, he assumedly got arrested for drinking and driving, and it was his verse that caused this to become a hit. Now I wouldn't expect these two to collab, but let me take that back. Both artists are on Republic, even though the latter's trying to get out. But kudos for these two for pulling it off. Number 6. In 2023, country saw a lot of songs break through, and while this wasn't the biggest song in the genre, it should have been.
If you wanna cowboy on my horse right now.
I initially had this at 9, but when I listened to the song again to prepare for this list, I moved it up to 6. Nice. When I first heard this song back in the summer, I knew this was fantastic, and this is coming from someone who doesn't listen to country that much. But this is a rugged cowboy anthem where his girl wants him to settle down and ride off into the sunset on a white horse, but Chris tells her, hold on, he ain't there yet. But it's Chris Stapleton's rugged, gruff, soulful voice that is able to sell this southern rock tune. And while I'm thinking, can we just push more Chris Stapleton and Luke Combs and less Morgan Wallen and Jason Aldean? That would be good for music. Number 5.
I used to float, now I just fall.
Full disclosure, I have not seen the Barbie movie. It's not for me, but I've heard good things about the film. But film aside, let's talk about the song. It's basically Barbie finding her purpose in the real world, and when the song was playing in the movie, many said that this was like the tearjerker moment in the film. The lyrics also pack a punch. She contrasts Barbie to people like us who struggles with identity crisis. I personally can relate to that. For Barbie, she spent 60 plus years making people happy, but still struggling to find happiness with herself. Then Phineas comes through with some of the most beautiful instrumentation I've heard in 2023. But all in all, this song could have easily been number 1 on this list, but I still enjoy it regardless. Number 4. I might be reaching here. I'm just happy SZA is finally getting her recognition she deserves.
I might do my best, not the best idea.
Yes, I had to put a SZA song on here. She had a surprisingly superb year in 2023, and I'll keep this one very brief. It's a song that talks about getting revenge by killing her ex. Nothing more, nothing less. But of all the songs on this list, this was the biggest hit to make this countdown, and the biggest song of SZA's career, and I hope she wins Album of the Year at the Grammys. Number 3. One genre that had a good year was K-pop. I've been thoroughly entertained in what we had in the genre, so with that being said, this was the biggest song of the genre. I don't understand why people don't like 50-50. Apparently there was a scandal where 3 of the 4 members were let go by the agency and now only 1 member remains. Let me just say, I thoroughly enjoyed this song the majority of what Blackpink has to offer, and this is coming from me who's still bitter that Lovesick Girls didn't become a thing. But anyway, this is a song where content doesn't matter. You can just appreciate the groove and the production, and it looks like 50-50 will not have another hit because of their scandal, but at least we have this song to remember them by. Number 2. And speaking of things to remember,
a cold shoulder echoes in time, you begging me to stay till the sun rose.
Wait a minute, I thought you said White Horse was your favorite country song. Yes, but I'm placing this higher because of its instant success. Zach Bryan had himself a great 2023, a critically acclaimed album, Something in the Orange was still relevant 1 year after its release, and him failing to make a bad song. He's an artist that I don't mind sticking around long term. So what makes this song great? Well, it's his storytelling. Zach Bryan reminiscing about singing love songs to someone who told stories about mother pawning her ring while he's drinking and riding in his '88 Ford. and Casey Musgraves countered him, saying that she doesn't like his drinking, but then something clicked in her memory about that man who was singing in his '88 Ford. Overall, I'm surprised that this song managed to stick around long term, and for all the crap Casey Musgraves had to endure, I could call this song a big win. Before I unveil my top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I'm super shy, but wait a minute while I make you mine, make you mine.
Unlike 50-50, at least New Jeans got a future. This is not a qualifier, but I'm glad Miguel is getting a second win.
You got a fast car, and I wanna take it to anywhere.
I love Luke Combs' male interpretation, but overplay can harm a song, just saying.
I hate to be to make it to forever. Probably ain't getting back to.
I'm glad Usher is back and possibly R&B as a genre.
Even though we're going through it and it makes you feel alone.
Another non-qualifier on this list. How many of these we're going to have this year? Now what I want to do next is highlight some songs that I felt like didn't make the top 50, or if it did, it never took off the way it did. In other words, this segment is called Songs That Deserved Better.
And I'm right back on deal. Still got some boys on the payroll.
Gunna took a lot of W's in 2023. This easily could have been a single.
You see people don't.
For some reason, this wasn't bigger in America, and it should have been. Yachty had something with Let's Start Here. Before we continue, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. And now, let's continue with the video. Number 1. Last year's number 1 was About Damn Time by Lizzo, and I said that this was the safest song to place at the top. Well, 1 year later, this song is also the safest pick to top this list. 2023 saw a major rise of Afrobeats. Now this genre had shown flashes in this decade, like Essence by Wizkid, Last Last by Burna Boy, and now Calm Down being the biggest Afrobeat song of all time. It set the bar very high for the genre. This song is a broken romance jam in which they want this romance to continue and work, but they realize sometimes it's not meant to be. To be honest, this song became a hit thanks to Selena Gomez, whose limited vocals work for an Afrobeat production like this. All in all, this song was a big hit around the world, especially in Canada, and I'm glad that this song hit in the United States. So with that being said, Calm Down by Rema and Selena Gomez is the best song of 2023. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below. What was your favorite song to come out this year? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.